Good evening, members of the board. As you know, my name is Michael Drosner. I live on 224 Birch Drive here in Lafayette Hill, and I hope to serve with you here on the Board of Supervisors. First, I'll tell you a little bit about my background, my personal life. Married to my high school sweetheart, Mindy. We've actually known each other since preschool. We have pictures to prove it, and we've been together since we were 14 years old. We have a 10-year-old daughter who goes to Colonial Elementary School and a 7-year-old son at Ridge Park. I'm fortunate to have my brother and my sister-in-law, my niece and my nephew, also living here in Whitemarsh Township, about 2 blocks away from us, which really strengthens my connection and my commitment here to the community. I went to undergraduate college at Penn State. I went to law school at Villanova, a nice solid win today, a Big East tournament, and I have a master's degree from Temple University. From a professional level, I started my career after law school as a public defender in Philadelphia. That's where I developed critical thinking skills, which I think are so important, and problem-solving skills, which are so important for members of the Board of Supervisors. Following that, I worked at a small firm in the city and continued my legal career at the Montgomery County Public Defender's Office, first as a trial lawyer and then as a Deputy Chief Public Defender, supervising the staff of over 30 employees and about a $4 million budget. In 2008, I started my own business, my own law practice, office in Norristown, the county seat of Montgomery County, as well as an office in Center City. As part of my practice, I represent people that are in trouble, and we deal with very complicated legal issues and really personal and factual issues. And oftentimes, I'm collaborating with multiple agencies, whether it's the police, the district attorney's office, the probation department, the court system, trying to resolve these issues and try to find a resolution that is reasonable, that is comfortable for everyone involved. And I think the board serves a similar fashion here in the township. The reason I want to be a member of the Board of Supervisors is to continue my commitment to public service. I've spent many years, as you heard from all the applicants, really serving the community in a variety of ways. Like I mentioned before, I helped lead the Montgomery County Public Defender's Office for a number of years. As a Deputy Chief Public Defender and supervising employees, we worked on the budget, going through revenues, going through expenses, going through how we were going to take care of employee issues and HR issues, really running a medium-sized company. As I was a judge of elections here in Whitemarsh Township and Whitemarsh West too. We unfortunately lost our judge of elections very suddenly years ago. I filled that void for, I think, about 4 years. And I was really passionate and really enjoyed working at the booths at the voting polls every year and helping ensure a fair election for everybody. And that was part of what really got me energized about public service here in the township. Because that was a day where you'd see all types of members from your community, or at least from the area that I lived in, and they would talk to you about different issues. And some of those people aren't as active. Maybe they have very busy lives. But that was their day to kind of interact with me or other people that are running for office, and you'd hear about their concerns. And I hope to continue my work here on the Board of Supervisors, helping resolve some of those issues that the citizens have. Currently, I'm the president of the Villanova Law Alumni Association. We have over 10,000 alumni members throughout the country. I've been on the Board of Advisors for, I think, about 8 years now. We act as a liaison between the law school and the alumni. We organize events throughout the year. We act as mentors for law students. We act as a resource for other alumni that may be unemployed or underemployed. And we help lead events for the law school and for the Alumni Association. In addition, I'm currently on the executive committee of my synagogue, Beth Tikva B'nai Jeshurun, otherwise known as BTBJ, on Paper Mill Road in Springfield Township. I've been on that board for about 5 years now. I'm on the executive committee. In fact, I'm missing an executive committee meeting tonight. But if you don't mind, I might be able to make it. I probably will sneak out in a little bit if you don't mind. Obviously, as you know, I've been to Board of Supervisor meetings before, so I may leave after my colleagues are finished with their interviews, so to speak. But as a member of the synagogue board of directors, again, reviewing budgets for an organization with over 200 member families, dealing with marketing, communications with the membership, and all types of issues, again, that go to running what I call a major company. Last but not least is my involvement in youth sports. I'm very passionate about it. I've coached the Whitemarsh Youth Basketball League. I'm a commissioner for the Whitemarsh Youth Basketball League. That's boys basketball. I'm a coach for Whitemarsh Girls Basketball League. I coach Whitemarsh Little League. I coach Whitemarsh Girls Softball League. In essence, I coach both my son and my daughter in basketball, baseball, and softball, and I love it. I love it not just to be with my kids, but I love it to be out in the community and being a community leader. I love meeting the other kids from the area, meeting the friends of my children and maybe people they don't know yet. I love meeting the parents and other community members, and really getting the kids outside and, of course, away from their screens for a couple hours a week is extremely enjoyable, and teaching them about the camaraderie and the teamwork that are important in team sports and, of course, are important to a board like this. I want to be some of the issues, of course, that are important to the community, to the Board of Supervisors. I'm certainly interested in tackling in the future. Obviously, development is always an issue here in our township, and development's got to be smart, it's got to be strategic, and I commend the board for instituting a committee to evaluate development and, more importantly, open space, because open space is also a very important issue that we're always addressing here in Whitemarsh Township. Of course, as a small business owner, I'm sympathetic to tax issues and trying to hold the line on taxes here in the township. We've been very fortunate to have a reasonable tax base here, and hopefully we can continue that. And last but not least, I think communications are so important. As a lawyer, I find that communicating with my clients, with my colleagues, with the court is incredibly important in keeping people informed. And I think an informed citizen base, an educated citizen base is usually a happy citizens. They might not be happy with the result that the board reaches in certain issues, but if they're informed and they receive communication about what's going on and why it's happening, I think that's one of the most important things we can do. So based upon all that, I hope you'll help me continue my leadership in the community with the position on the board, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you.